uploaded on our YouTube for us to start. So welcome to week 2, and like I mentioned in the when we start that we've gone through 2025 up to this moment, and it's just a reason for us to think deep. What do we really consider as goal? Like I mentioned about those 3 doctors, one treating patients, the other one owning the hospital, of which doctor is treating the patient, and the third is a doctor who is the head and stakeholders and a policymaker for all the health sector for the nation. Even though they have the same educational background, but they operate at different levels. And that's something about what we are doing as a business owner. If you ask yourself, okay, let's take for instance, someone who is into fashion design. A fashion designer can be attending to individuals, clients, customers of just the neighborhood, which is really fantastic. It's delivering. End of the year is coming, and they need to prepare and do that. More demand will be coming, and it's just going to be like a cycle of 1 year to the other, 1 year to the other, and time is not on our side because the time we have, all right, we all have the same time, but what we do with it is what really matters. Now, the beautiful thing is, as a fashion designer, is to build a system. So I might be diving into the content now. The main goal of every one of us is to make sure that we, being the business owner, knowing it all, we know from the vendor provide us the raw materials to the sorting of the raw materials, from the raw material sorting to the processing, from the processing to the packaging, from the packaging to the delivery, from the delivery to back to the back to the vendor to get raw materials, and we are moving around the cycle of operating our businesses. Once we know the end to end of our businesses like that, the beautiful thing about what makes our business different is to build a system upon which you move beyond just the one who is the manager of the process, who is operating, who is going through the process, to be the one who is managing those who now do those things. By the time you move from, the same goes with career, from process manager, then you become people manager. As a business owner, you are not managing people who are doing the work for you. So you manage those who help you get the raw materials. Maybe someone in your staff is the one doing that, and then someone is also be the one sorting those materials. We also get someone who is the one doing the processing, who is the one in charge of processing. We also manage someone who is in charge of packaging. We also manage someone who is in the charge of delivery. So by the time you build that kind of system, okay, and you can learn from that, then you move from that people manager to profit manager. So you now raise those people to become head of departments, and from the head of departments, you are now into how do I pay all these people's salary? You are not really concerned about their salary. You are concerned about, are we breaking even in this organization? And it's one of maybe next week, I'll be talking to us about 5 things every businesses really want to achieve. I will look for that documents, and then I will like to speak to those 5 things, because one of the 5 things what I'm just talking about now. Like, are we breaking even? Breaking even simply means, are we is our input is equating to the output. So all the labor, resources, capital, time, and human power that we've put into the business, is it yielding the same outcome for us? All right. So in fact, Facebook for about 7 years, like they said in history, they don't even break even. They are declaring losses, and they are still putting more, investors keep putting money into that platform. All right, until it's able to break even after 7 years. All right, so a business owner like us might not have the opportunity of having that kind of investors who does it for us. Meanwhile, we also need to learn that we need to break even. How do you know that you are breaking even? Okay, I'm already diving into, maybe I'm digressing, because what I want to share, once I share this, I'll not dive into the slide, then my work will be easy. I will just speak in 10 minutes and then we are done. Now we give room for questions. So after we breaking even, right, and we get into beyond just that system, beyond just our business, then we are not interested in the industry, and that's when you become a policy maker, a policy manager, a policy maker. So you are really interested in what goes on in my industry. If I'm into a agric sector, I want to know what impacts of policy of the ministers of the states, commissioner of the states, ministers of the federal, the government, what are they doing, the presidency, what are they involving, foreign partners, what are they interested in for the nation. You are not interested in those things because you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you are in a position where you can, when they're making decisions concerning the next 7 years of the nation, you want to be involved. In the next 4 years of the nation, you want to be involved. That's why some businesses today, they end up going to politics, or they get to have business friends who are politicians. Why is so is that they want to be able to be at that level where they can also be in the control of what really affect their business in the next future. From that policy managers, then you graduated to become a phenomenon. A phenomenon is when anytime they talk about your product, they can symbolize it to be your name. Okay. Yeah, I have so it's same work with job seekers, is also work with business owners. When they talk about, for instance now, this is popular, right? This is something that's so popular. If they talk about football today, it resonates. Okay, no, if they don't even, I didn't talk about football, but I'm just talking about someone like Messi, Lionel Messi. Once you hear Lionel Messi, your mind tilted towards that. If I talk about Tiger Woods, your mind pictures someone. If I'm talking about Michael Jackson, your mind pictures someone. If I'm not talking about someone like Dangote, your mind goes into a particular product. Do you understand? That's all brand. The same with when your name, now if people, when they hear it, it speaks to a particular product. It speaks to a particular brand. Right? That is the journey of a business owner in terms of our attainment. So the question I started with is, we've gone through 2025, we've gone through a journey of 8 months now. The question on the table is, how far have we gone? What do we really set as targets? Right? Meanwhile, lucky for us, by God's grace, we still have few months before to make it 2025 count in terms of our journey in our business, and that is why we are here. We are here to converge and just see what we need to do as a business owner. So I've spent 20 minutes, and like a lamentation kind of thing. But I believe one way or the other, this really speak volume, right? So I'm just this is what you are seeing is just a meditation of what I've gone through in preparation for this meeting today. Now, this is where we are. Last week, we mentioned about build your brand and sell online. Now, the last part of it, which later became a question from someone, and we also dive into, we answered it, and I will also now be diving into it now properly. All right, but before I go into it, there's what we call, there's what we call business goals. I was mentioning, this is 2025. There's what we call business goals and business objectives. Now, for you as a business owner, I will encourage us, please always have business goals. Okay, it's already inside this thing. So let me just stick to the slide so that I can be fast. Now, today, one of the most important thing, about achieving your business goals for your business this year is to define your audience, right? And I think I've mentioned that last week. Who are your audience? Your audience are the people who are paying who are your paying customers. For instance, someone who is into babies wears. The babies are not the one who pays the wears. The mother, the nursing mom, are the ones who pays for the baby wear. So when you want to categorize your audience at this level is the mothers. Okay, so I just want to differentiate that. Now, for there's other, if that is understandable, we can proceed, right? The second thing is, if you have questions, please ask, and I will be able to we give room for it for 30 minutes for us to be able to converse. The second thing is, what are they interested in? Very important, very important. Like, what interests your customers? What interests them the most? Why would they come to buy? What is like they said, in my dialect, they said you can force a camel or a horse to get to the bank of the water, right? Bank. Force it to the bank. But you can't force that what do you call it? That horse to drink the water. So the question is, what will you force your customers, your audience, to drink your water, buy your products, right? And that's one of those things that we need to sit down and always ask ourselves, what even is the point of why if someone that has done with, or maybe someone of 10 years old, can they buy babies wears? No. You understand? Babies wears are not that. So babies wear, your target someone is a waiting mom or a nursing mom. You understand? So the interest them is they are really concerned about the baby, and that baby became their interest. That same way, then you're also interested in safe delivery. You're interested in the hospital. You're interested in the first semester, second semester, all those journeys. You are interested in those journeys that lead them to have a safe delivery so that they can come and buy your products, right? And so you're interested in the kind of food they eat. You see that, like I mentioned last week about content. Then you start using that, what interests them, to create content for your business. The third thing is what influenced them. So you can identify influencers in around that sector that they are following, that you also want to look at and tap into. Just what influenced them, what lead them to follow this person. Do you understand? If you are into fashion design, you're doing for nursing mom, you know how to, what influenced that, right? The adjustments and all those things. When are they usually online? You want to know their behavior. When are they normally online? So I'm using nursing mom as a case study now. A nursing mom being online is likely to be, it won't be early in the morning, right? Because attention span, they're really meditating on the child. They're going to be more into the afternoons, maybe around that 10 o'clock in the morning up to 4 o'clock. They are awake to entertain the child at the same time to do other things. Okay. Which social media do they use? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and the like. So these are the things that you need to identify. Some of us, if you are like, you can write this thing down, screenshot it, or whatever you can do. Just make sure that you were able to have access to these things. Now define your goals. Give better customer service, grow brand awareness. So this could be your what you really want to do this year or this month or next month. I want to give better customer service. I want to grow brand awareness. I want to generate more sales. I want to get more people to my website. I want to connect to influencers. Right? Once you're able to define them, and each of these things actually have their result that is tied to the business objectives. Okay. Now, then you now choose the social media platform. Like I mentioned last week, that please try and set up account for all the platforms so that you know where some of these your customers are. Okay, so that you know where to identify. So business focus or lifestyle focus. So depending on the kind of platform, so you're able to know where to speak to them. Right? Start with one. Do you say that? Test, learn, and try another. Different channels need different strategies. Yeah, that's true. Different channels need different strategies. Facebook, when you make a post of a photo and a text, the text is speaking to the pictures. If you do it for Instagram, pictures is talking about the text. No. It's a switch. When you put a picture on Facebook, is to justify what you wrote. Right? Yes, if it's to justify what you wrote, which means you write a story and there's no, if you put a picture, a capture picture, people are okay with it. In Facebook, in Instagram, people are interested in the picture more than the text. So some of us have to, because of that, even though the picture of Facebook doesn't have text in it. My own, okay. All right. So we are okay. So let's proceed. Thank you. All right. So time has gone up. I'm already on the last. I'm sort of the third. Yeah, okay. So let me wrap up. So different channels have different strategies. So the way you engage on Instagram is not the same as TikTok. It's not the same thing as LinkedIn, right? So and then your voice, your tone of voice on those platforms, right? You can't speak the way you are interacting on Instagram the same way on LinkedIn. It's not the same, right? LinkedIn will tell you need to be professional. The audience there is professional. You have to be professional at the way you want to talk to people because it's not the same kind of audience that you are doing with Instagram, right? Like I mentioned last week about the north, the south, the west, and the east. If you want to dive into that, I will do that later. Brand use, font, color, tone of voice, do's and don'ts, styles, anime. So these are things that you need to. And the last thing is, which I really want to hit on, define your success. Because it's one of those things that usually happen, especially for many businesses I've engaged with. They find it difficult to really define what they really want. I want to grow my sale by how far? By I currently have 10. I want to grow it to 15. Mhm. So we know that it's 10, 50% increase. You understand? So growth in sales and traffic, improvement in customer service, call answer and star rating, increase in brand awareness and reach and numbers of mentions. So these are things that you do. And what you do on Instagram, what you do on Facebook, Twitter, X, and then LinkedIn. So that's, I will pause there and I will give room for questions. I would have loved to speak more, but this is because of time. All right. I love to, if you have questions, now questions either about the topic we just share now, or um in that the topic I just shared now, or anything especially as related to your business online, you can come up now, raise your hand, ask questions, and let's converse. I'm not the only one that will answer. We have a lot of great guys also on the call. When I say great guys, you are also the great guys I'm talking about who we answered them. All right, so let's raise our hand so that I can call on you. While I do that, let me go through the comments. Thank you, Prince. I'm Alamu. Thank you. Joining us from Oyo. And awesome. Isa Baka, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So if there are no questions, right? So then I would love to know. I mean, there should be question, right? Or else I'll just ask us questions. All right. So if you don't have questions, or I would love to have feedback, please raise your hand if you want to speak. Okay. Thank you. No, raise your hand. Let me give you opportunity to speak. Now I grant access for people to speak now. All right. All right. So let's the floor is open. The floor is open. Who is going next? Who is going now? Actually. Okay, good. We have Aliyu. All right. Okay, Ali, over to you. You can mute. Aliyu, Jamila. Jamila,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Evening, eh? Good evening.
Good evening to you too.
Okay, my question is that, please, about platforms, platforms like Instagram, WhatsApp, and whatever. Please, how can I raise awareness of my product?
Oh. So what do you do?
So I
What do you
do
say?
yogo fura,
Eh?
and cakes.
Okay, Yobo, flour and cake.
No,
I
yogurt. I'm doing
okay, you
yogurt,
got
but I mix
okay,
it
you
with
got
fura.
okay. You do yogurt, you do
And cakes.
cakes. Aha.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you. So thank you. You can mute. Awesome. So now this is it. The the first thing we should do as a business owner, especially for this type of business, like identify your customers is the most important thing. Right. So who are your customers? Who buys your
Where is
products?
the volume low now?
Let me
Your volume is low.
all right, thank you. Thank you. Let me say it again. Like I mentioned, the first thing, right, is your customers. Who are your customers? Now, your customers, for someone who is doing cake, could be celebrants, maybe for birthdays, for anniversaries, for those kind of thing. You are doing yogurt. You like to also additional thing for the celebrants to share with their what do you call it, with the audience, is also to share with them the zobo. Or maybe for you, your day-to-day sales is on yogurts, while your occasional sales is on cake. Or if you, it depends on which one are you going full. If you are going full into cake, they're interested in events around you. So people that are event planners should be part of your listing of your cost. You like most of people who are into planning of events. So when I say planning of events, people who are renters who rent, um, who are renters, food vendors, and alagas. In Southwest, call them alagas, right? Or we call them. Some people call them MCs. Some people call them, I don't know from your side what they call them, but these are people who organize, who coordinate what happened at the event. Those are the kind of people that must have as a list. Then you need to always talk to them about what you do. The cake, you let them know, depending on the steps. I can do 3 steps. I can even do 4 steps. In fact, I can go beyond just that. I can do it in a manner that the way the celebrant really wants it. Some people want to have a cake in form of a football. Some people want to have it in form of jersey. Some people want to have it in form of, I don't know why I'm talking football. Depending on what they want, right? You can demo, showcase your skills. And the one of the things you must do is, most especially for most of these things has to do with success stories. Success stories. You must capture, must be big on success stories, events that your cake has been used. Come go there, take pictures of why they cut the cake, put it up on your social media, on your, I mean, those people that you have, those are people you can share with on your WhatsApp. You know, your WhatsApp contacts, maybe your friends and families, right? But for you, you are really into business. So you're, like I mentioned, have a WhatsApp business account. Put it as a list, cake of this particular size. Don't I won't encourage you to put price, because price usually defeats the, in terms of the way people see. I mean, people are big on pricing, truly, but you don't open it up. Don't be tempted to open your price, right? Talk about the qualities of the food, of what you have. If it is that yogurt, why people go for yogurt and not soda drinks is because of the health implications. So must be big on talking about health, or healthy drinks. Then you look for content around healthy drinks. What are the contents that is inside yogurt that make people to come and buy it? Then you must be speaking to people about that. So, like I mentioned, I was using this analogy that we can't force a horse to drink water, even if you force a horse to drag the horse to the well. But one of those things you can do is to force the horse by choking the horse with salt. And when you put so much salt into the mouth of the horse knows that I need water. Then they will be forced by themselves to take the water. And how do you do that? Is telling goodwill, telling story about your success. Then you are creating hunger in people. You are creating hunger in people by you feeding them the benefits of them patronizing you. And give them urgency to say, look, this thing has limitation. If you don't buy it now, it's gone. Do you understand? So those are the kind of, because of the category of businesses, It might not be the same with other businesses like that, but some of us, the main thing is understand the ways of these things, not the heart. Understand how I mean what I'm saying, what how it resonates with you as a business owner. Or I'm using Aliyu based on the question she asked to actually answer this. I've mentioned the yogurt, I mentioned the cake, right? I think I don't know the third one, but this is this is what you do. You need to identify your customers. Then from your customers, when you the more you know your customers, the more you are inspired on what to give your customers. I hope that suffices. Aliyu? Aliyu? So all your contents, okay, I've moved everyone. So all your contents that you all your posts, all your posts should be all your post online when you buy data is to post about your products. Okay. And the other
Thank
thing
you,
also is,
sir.
yeah, even if it is especially gatherings that is regular, religious centers, try as much as possible to converse with the leaders of those places so that you can, anytime they want to have cake, I know if they have celebrants in the house and they want to celebrate them, you can give them, yeah, you can provide it for them, you know, especially social gatherings are really big on cake, and if you have uh, some people want to celebrate their loved ones, identify where people celebrate their loved ones at the beach. They might also need cake at special restaurants around your places. Just talk to them that you can supply cake, right? Might not have, if you have business card, fine. But what you have is your contact. Give it to them. One way or the other, they will answer you. All right, thank you so much. All right, do you have any person want to ask question, either as related to the topic or as related to your business? Is there another question?
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. So please go and take that up. All the best. So someone is asking, Mohammed Sonny. Okay, let me hear from Shola.
All right, good evening. I'm
Today.
Shola Emmanuel,
Also.
and this is my first time of attending the meeting, and
Oh,
I sincerely appreciate. And I came in late because I saw the notice very, very late. But I don't know if there is a way you can send a text message or probably a message so that I can get to understand what the whole message you just finished talking about now, please, if you don't mind.
okay. So the recording for this session is on right now. So you will receive the recording. The group where you got this, screenshot your please. If you need the recording, I think someone did that last week. Screenshot yourself this meeting and then share it with me. Then I will grant you, I will give you, I will ask for your email. Let me do it that way. Ask for your email, then I will link it to your email so that only you can view it. The other thing also is, okay, no, I won't do that. I will upload it to our YouTube channel that will give you access to go and view it from the YouTube channel. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you
Uh,
so much.
all right. So I'd love to ask, do you have any other question? All right. So we have, someone is asking, which platform that fashion designer use? Fashion design. Fashion design, depending on your audience. If you're, but most of our fashion designers have, most of them actually either they are, depending on audience, they are very big on Instagram. Like, and I won't lie, Instagram is for fashion. Take it to the bank. Right. So Instagram is a hint thing for anyone who is in that space, right? And there are many things you can speak about your fashion. If you are depending on your kind of if you are, for instance, you are doing unisex, or you are doing just get female wears, you are doing male wears, you are doing um for weddings, you are doing for our grandmas, the agbadas, the native, whatever you are doing, right? It's yeah, so you can, the people you are doing it for are the people you are going to be, the content you are going to be creating is going to be centered around. Okay. And then you can use different model, right, for every of your customers that you've sold to. Try and let them know that I would love you to be my face of the week on my channel, and also like to tag you, right? I mean, I did that with one of the businesses when I was also coming up with learning, how to manage and then engage businesses. I usually use fashion designer, one of fashion designers I do. So actually, text my skills on these things. So you can absolutely do that. Hmm? All right. So use Instagram. I propose that. And then I think TikTok is also doing well now. TikTok, all this TikTok challenge. If you see challenge on that place and they want to follow it, it's if you want to go through that, it's a huge stress though. But my suggestion is, stay. Maybe you're someone who is reserved, right? Just keep doing what you know how to do best. Keep showcasing your skills, from the getting the materials, cutting, to the stitching, to the sewing, to the packaging, and to the delivery, and feedback from your customers. All those journeys and things that you need to make as a post, as a video, as a test, as an infography. You need to drop it regularly on your channels. Okay, let me say it that way and keep short. Okay, let me hear from Solomon.
Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bukumi. In fact, I really want to appreciate your effort and also want to appreciate Mind the Gap for this opportunity and then for this impactful journey on how to actually make our business to become an household name. Thank you very much. My question is kind of different from what we actually had today. I've been a regular attendant of this meeting. Then last week, Thursday, the class that we had last week, I had a network each. So last week, I think you talked about what we can do and how to place our business online. So you talked about placing or how to make our business online to be count. So you actually talked about an avenue or a platform, site.google.com or thereabout. So due to the network issue that I had the other time, I mean last week, I couldn't pick vividly on how to go about it. And so I don't know if you can actually do a recap on that. That's one. And then two, you talked about placing the Google verified badge on any of our posts so as to make it count. So my question in that regard is that is it possible, or how can we get that Google verified badge? How do we get it?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, making two things. So let me first pick the first one. Thank you. The second one, Google has done a lot of renovations. I mean, a lot of innovations around that part, and ah, it's I don't know if that platform is still open, but I'm not sure it's open. I'm not sure, but this the same way they shut down their site platform before. This is the platform I'm talking about, site.google.com. Okay, so you have this platform for your business, right? So you can go for blank where you can do it from the scratch, or you can just pick templates for yourself here. You have portfolio, wedding, salon, and then club. Then you can check for more. Family update, portfolios, events, epicenter, based on your business or the kind of thing you want to do. So my own recommendations, right? I prefer professionals. Don't get, so I can go for professionals and then yeah, and salon. Okay, salon is very good, especially for some of us who are into products. For some of us who are into services, go for professionals. Okay, now let me go for salon. Okay, so this salon idea, it has a way of listing, talking about your business and listing your products, right? So you see it listed here, right? So people can add this is a template, email us this phone number and the email, and you can edit it. So we have footer, body, and header. This is header, and each of these things you have is free. Put your business name here, right? Edit this. You can just edit and then you're good to go. You can change the color. You want to add other things, you can add it here. Right? So you put it there, then you pick it up, right? And then it's going to be from your drive, upload, or YouTube, whatever you want to, then you put it there. And you have a website. Then you publish. And it's mobile friendly. It's mobile friendly. Mhm.
So sorry, sir, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But then, I think is it will I need to get will I need to host it, or probably to
You don't need
get
to
a
host
domain
it.
name
You
what
don't
have
need to host
no
it. Also, you don't need to host it. Once you publish
just
it,
free
it's
to
good
hear
to
and
go.
free to launch.
Yeah, yes. Right. So
The reason why I'm
um
asking this is that sorry, sir.
I'm
I
with you.
actually operate I'm a real estate service provider, and so but then I have a place, I have an industry. I produce blocks for construction for buildings. So I really don't know if this is going to be too good. I mean, it's going to be good for such business.
Okay. Okay. This is simple to use. Good for businesses, especially businesses that is still maybe has two staffs. You don't want to have two staffs. It is you and maybe someone that is working with you, or two more people are working with you. It's good for them, depending on your kind of deal. Or if you are going to be having deals with construction companies, right?
Yes, sir.
Projects around manufacturing companies who they want to build some at that kind of level of deal where they are going to be giving you some deals that is in millions, right? this is not
Yes, sir.
enough. It is not enough. At that time, they are not thinking about you doing the work. You won't be the one to do the block. They are not. So your job at that level is they want to know how organized you are. All right. So because of that, we like practically recommend for you a place where you can host the websites, buy a domain, host it, and build it. And it's beautiful now because places where you can host websites, the things are, I mean, some of these platforms are shoot up now in terms of the platform domain. You buy domain, you buy the host. Okay, so for instance, you have different platforms where you can host your web, where you can buy your domain and host it. A platform like Google Host. Google Host, this is a platform. They didn't pay me for this, but I'm not recommending. I'm just saying it's one of the platforms. Okay, so so all right. So the platform
Yes,
has,
sir.
yeah, it's one of the platform. We have Google Host, we have Smart Web, we have Smart Web. Smart Web is also there. Another platform is also there. Um, and I get them plenty. Namecheap, Namecheap has foreign, GoDaddy are foreign, and so depending on the websites, right? And they have the way they charge you. Okay, so they can, let me stick with, take for instance Google Host. Let me use Google Host now. So you create an account with them. When you create an account with them, you then move on to register your domain. To register your domain, if you before you register your domain, you need to make a search, and that search is to be sure that what you want to do is not yet online. All right, so I think time is going now. So practically, you search for that. You search for it, and then you identify that, okay, this business this website is still on. For instance, you can't say you want to buy Facebook.com as a domain. No, you can't say you want to buy youtube.com as a domain. No, you can't say you want to buy abicopsc.com. No, it's already a website. So there's some for your business. So you have to confirm that, okay, this thing is still available online. Then you cannot buy it. And there are different kind of domain. .com is not the same thing as .net. .net is not the same thing as .org. Okay, so for instance, an organization that's, for instance, the Koren is network of developers, right? Engineers. Okay, I think there is one for developers. I mean, it started with
Yes.
CEO something also. Yeah, so if they want to have their website will be either .org or .net. But for you, you are into business, you are a commercial person, so it's going to be .com.
Okay.
So you buy it and you host it there. When you host it, then you have access to official email.
Okay.
Official email, that is when you now start say info@yourbusiness.com. Admin@yourbusiness.com, HR@business.com, team@yourbusiness.com. So you start making those choices as it goes, then you are good to go. Okay, and then you now
Right, sir.
build your
Thank you.
website. To build your website, you have to, either give someone who knows how to do it. Yeah, so it's easier now because some tools are available to quickly build it, and within a week, you're good to go in building the website. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing that you ask, imagine this thing is just coming up. So this is, can you see, hosting? So domain, you can search for it. Okay, so like Mind the gap now. Mind the gap. I just search for mind the gap now. And just see what it's going to bring. All right. It's like I'm exposing organization. Anyway, so but it's beautiful because I'm just using that as a name because then you see those platforms that is open. Mindthegap.org is it available? You tell you is available. Mindthegap.ng is it available? You see, this domain is not available. Okay, then it's going to give you
just
other
like
ones
someone
that
is doing a name search on
not
CSC.
but you're interested in now. The other one that is .com.ng or just.ng. Yes, something like that. So, and you are into construction now. This thing is similar as construction. Your domain is now become a site name, right? Site name like address of where you are going. That address is now become your domain, right? Then after that, then you now host it. Hosting means you are now building it like you are building a house. When you lay the foundation and then you start raising it up, then people start. That's how you build a website. It's like the similar thing, but physical thing that you do physically, but this one is going to be online, building websites. Okay, so just a way of to see how you're able to have a grasp of that. So the last thing is which I'm going to post now because of time. We have the platform is called Marketing Kits. Marketingkits.google.com. I'm not sure. I mean, dot with Google. Yeah. .com. This platform was available at a time, but I'm not sure if it's available again. Marketingkits.withgoogle.com. All right, let me search for it. Let me search for it. Okay, I think they've given it to a partner. Yeah, it's being absorbed by but it's because it's the platform that give you they give you some what do you call it, some design of your business on I'm not sure, it's not here, it's no more. Let me see, is it this? Let me see this one. And I think they have taken it away. That platform, you can search for your business, and once you see that your business is verified, it automatically generate for you a what do you call it, a logo. And let me try and look for that for you. I'm not sure it's there again. No, it's not there again. It's not there again. So, but what you do is you can search online, like, let me not go into that. So, Google My Business Verified Badge. All right. So, if someone go on that, something like this kind of badge. Something like this. Something like this is what I'm talking about. All right. But actually, every businesses that is on Google that is verified always have this badge, especially when they search it online. So please, Let's make sure that we have our business verified online. Let me see what my data has. Okay, it's not coming up here. Yeah, they always have it also as a badge inside their profile. Yeah, to say, okay, this business is verified. So in short, that's just what I will take today. So try and go online. If your business is verified, get someone to help you look for a logo, a design of that business trusted or logo, and then share with people. All right, so I'll pause there. All right, so questions. All right, Miriam and then Abubakar. We have to shift our questions to next week. Apologies. Let me just, if not, we won't leave here. Attendance. So it's a coaching class. All right, and of course, sometimes we would love to capture attendance, but it's a coaching class, so we won't capture attendance. I need the audio of the lecture. So what I will do is, for those who need recording, please screenshot yourself to just show that you are present on the call. Send me the screenshots, request for the recording, and I will share the link with you. All right. Attendance. So there is no attendance, and then the recording will be shared. Thank you so much, everyone. Next week, like I mentioned, I'll be talking about 5 things that businesses really want to achieve, right, as a business owner. Today, I went through steps by which businesses grows, right? I mentioned how businesses move from one level to the other as a way of defining our successes, as a business owner. That's, I will say that I was talking about that. Then, so like the month of August and the month of September is going to be come back to back platform tools that we'll be sharing. I'm not also going to be alone. Who's going to be coming up? Some people are going to come up who's going to teach us Canva, how to use Canva to create content for our businesses. I know some of us might not want to, might be looking a bit, won't say distract me, but you just need to have a basic knowledge of those things. And you are very good with, navigating this platform. You're able to use it to create an happy new month to your customers. You'll be able to use it to create some other things that you love to do. So that's might not be my strength, but I have team also who will be coming up in the month of September to do those things for us. So I look forward to having you next week. Your Miriam, Abubakar, all right. I owe you response from your questions today. Please write it down. So next week, ask it by next week, same time, same platform, 7 to 8 o'clock. Please, by God's grace, let's meet next week. I wish us the best. Let's enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye. Thank you all.